Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. You know how some Hollywood stories seem like they'd finally end, but somehow just keep going? Yes, this one's exactly like that. Selena Gomez is officially off the market. She tied the knot with Benny Blanco in September this year. Fans called it the happy ending she deserved after years of romantic whiplash with, you guessed it, Justin Bieber. And speaking of Justin, well, we can't forget that chapter because standing in the other corner, we have Hailey Bieber, the wife who, without even trying, became part of one of Hollywood's most talked about love triangles ever. For years, both women have carried the weight of Justin's name like emotional luggage they never really checked in at the airport. Selena and Justin dated on and off for about 8 years. And trust me, that's a lot of on and off. If you tried to keep track of all their breakups and makeups, you'd probably need a whole spreadsheet. So, let's rewind to where it all began. It was 2009. A 15-year-old Justin was fresh off YouTube. And Selena, well, she was already Disney royalty. Justin once called Selena his celebrity crush. And within a year, they met through their managers. The two hit it off, and by 2010, rumors of romance started to circle. You know how teenage gossip works. One pancake date, and suddenly everyone's declaring a love story. But at first, Selena brushed it off, saying Justin was like a little brother. Yeah, that didn't age well. Fast forward to New Year's 2011. Paparazzi caught them kissing on a yacht. And just like that, the Jelena love story became very real. By February, they made their public debut as a couple at the Vanity Fair Oscars party. They were the ultimate couple of the decade. Two megastars in love. All smiles, red carpets, coordinated hairstyles. The full Hollywood package. But as fairy tales go, these teenage dreams started showing cracks. By late 2012, Jelena had their first big breakup. Reports said jealousy and trust issues were major factors. When you are young, famous, and followed around everywhere, it's a recipe for drama. But if you know anything about Hollywood couples, you know breaking up and getting back together is almost a sport to them. And here's the thing, they did it several times. In 2013, Justin dropped Nothing Like Us, one of his most emotional breakup songs. You didn't need a secret decoder ring to know who inspired it. Not to be outdone, Selena hit back with The Heart Wants What It Wants, a gut-wrenching song where she literally tears up in the video. That one, it hurt to watch. By 2014, they weren't just exes, they were constant tabloid fodder. Fans were kept guessing. One day they'd be spotted together reigniting hope, and the next, Justin was hanging out with other famous faces. Maybe a model, or maybe Kendall Jenner. Who knows? The drama was relentless. Meanwhile, another player was quietly on the sidelines. Hailey Baldwin. Now, Hailey and Justin actually met way back in 2009 when she was just 13. Her dad, actor Stephen Baldwin, introduced them backstage at the Today Show. Hailey shook Justin's hand, looking like every teenager meeting their idol for the first time. Shy, polite, and totally unaware that she had just met her future husband. Talk about fate playing the long game. For years, she was just the model friend in Justin's circle. The chill friend who showed up in group photos but didn't steal the spotlight. But Hailey wasn't just some random model who popped up in the picture. Nope, she was actually a massive Jelena fan, like a full-on team captain. Between 2011 and 2013, teenage Hailey was out here hyping up Justin and Selena on social media. We're talking about tweets like, Selena Gomez is so cute, don't argue, bye. And I'm for sure 100% team hashtag Jelena. There's even one where she wrote, I don't care what anyone says, but Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez together is the definition of a teenage dream. Yeah, imagine rooting that hard for your favorite celebrity couple, and then one day, you marry half of it. It's like shipping Ross and Rachel your whole life, only to end up with Ross. Of course, when things started heating up around 2014, Hailey tried to shut down the rumors. She said, I've known Justin since I was like 13, and we've just been good friends over the years. We just stayed close, and there is nothing more to it. Justin even backed her up, posting on Instagram, I'm super single and this is my good friend. You'd know otherwise. Yeah, sure, just friends. We've all heard that line before. But a few years later, the truth came out. Hailey and Justin started seeing each other when she turned 18, around late 2015. They were young, flirty, figuring things out, and trying to keep it casual, but the world could already sense something was brewing. At the same time, Justin dropped his Purpose album, the one with Sorry, What Do You Mean, and Mark My Words. 3 tracks that felt like public letters to Selena. Meanwhile, Selena was trying to step out of his shadow, launching her revival era and saying, I didn't do anything wrong by falling in love. It was like both of them writing love stories on different stages. One in high energy beats, the other through heartbreak and healing. And right in the middle of all that, Hailey. Their situationship quietly turned public in early 2016. They weren't official, but they weren't hiding either. Kiss photos, vacations, church sightings. Justin even said, I love Hailey, though he didn't want to call it a serious relationship. What if she's the one I'm gonna marry? He said once. If I mess this up now, it'll be messed up forever. But even with all the chemistry, in mid-2016, things took a complicated turn when Justin began posting pictures with Sofia Richie, sparking a frenzy on social media. Fans reacted strongly. Selena publicly addressed the online hate, posting a message on Instagram that said, if you can't handle the hate, stop posting pictures of your girlfriend. These comments broke the internet, dividing Team Selena and Team Justin instantly. And everything between Hailey and Justin also fell apart. He unfollowed her, she went quiet, and the two didn't speak for almost 2 years. Hailey later looked back and said, our lives were going in completely different directions. But honestly, it was exactly what we needed. It didn't hurt that during that time, Justin was still caught up in his old cycle, back and forth with Selena. Meanwhile, Hailey never really let go of the idea of him. People around her said it was pretty obvious. She just couldn't move on. She wouldn't date anyone else, wouldn't even look at other guys. It was almost like she was waiting. And then 2017 happened, the year everything got messy and emotional. Around that time, Selena started dating The Weeknd. For once, she seemed happy, grounded, but then life threw her a curveball. Selena had battled lupus for years, but by 2017, things took a serious turn. Her kidneys were failing, and she needed a transplant to survive. That's when her close friend, actress Francia Reiser, stepped up and donated one of hers, literally saving Selena's life. It was more than a surgery. It was a second chance. Selena called it life-changing. She was healing her body, but it also felt like she was healing her soul. Slowing down, breathing again, figuring out who she was outside of all the noise. But with that pause came distance. Over time, her once unbreakable friendship with Francia shifted. They weren't at odds exactly, just on different paths. By the time Selena got married years later, Francia wasn't on the guest list, and fans, of course, read way into it. Still, 2017 felt like a restart for Selena until, out of nowhere, Justin reappeared. This was the guy who had always promised he'd love her no matter what. And when he heard about her surgery, he reached out. It started innocent enough, a message of concern, a little check-in. But sometimes, all it takes is one text to reopen 1,000 doors. Next thing you know, they're biking together through LA, going to church, skating at hockey games, laughing, acting like no time had passed at all. It was the reunion everyone warned them against, yet couldn't look away from. And for a moment, it really seemed like they'd finally gotten it right. Early 2018 felt hopeful. They were back together for what felt like the last time, but maybe this time is forever kind of thing. They spent Valentine's Day together. Justin brought her to his dad's wedding in Jamaica. Selena posted a sweet birthday tribute for him online. Fans were losing their minds, thinking this time Jelena was truly back for good. But if you know the Jelena story, you know things rarely stay perfect for long. Because right after that, Justin started bouncing faster than a ping pong ball between Selena and Hailey. Just 1 month later, Hailey and Justin ended almost 2 years of silence between them. Justin reached out to Hailey to clear the air about their past. Part of what he called his new, open and honest approach to life.
Bruh.
When Selena found out, it didn't go well. The news Justin was talking to Hailey a month into their rekindled relationship sparked tensions between Selena and Justin. They fought and eventually went to couples therapy to try and work it out. Justin had admitted back in 2015 that he'd cheated in the past. He once said, "We're trying to figure out how to be in a relationship, how to be ourselves while being judged constantly." That messed with my head. Trust issues, temptation on the road, and getting myself into trouble. By March 2018, it was clear that their on-again, off-again rollercoaster was over for good. Selena realized that even though Justin had made some positive changes, they just weren't the right fit. Not now, at least. She made the tough choice to focus entirely on herself and her own happiness. A couple of months later, in May 2018, Hailey spoke about her relationship with Justin, saying they were better off as friends, given how things ended. But just a little while after that, everything changed. Justin was at a church conference in Miami when he ran into Hailey after not seeing each other for a while. She remembers the moment vividly. We ended up being at this church conference together in Miami, and it was the first time we'd seen each other in a while. I remember we were hanging out and I was like, "Listen, I'm really happy for us to be friends again. I want us to always be cool and be friends." But Justin had a different thought. He was like, "Yeah, here's the thing. We're not going to be friends." And I was like, "Oh, is that so?" For both of them, it was confusing at first, a delicate dance on familiar ground. Hailey says it felt like getting to know a new person all over again. And just a month later, they were officially dating again. And then, just a month later, during a tropical getaway in the Bahamas, Justin got down on one knee and proposed to Hailey. It wasn't some quiet, secret moment. The whole restaurant turned silent as he popped the question. The ring? A massive oval diamond, worth $500,000, shining brighter than anything at a party. Justin didn't waste time letting the world know how he felt. He posted an emotional, heartfelt message on Instagram, calling Hailey the love of my life, promising to lead their family with honor and integrity, and vowing to always put her first. But what about Selena? Sources close to Selena said she was surprised by how quickly the engagement happened, but not surprised Justin would jump into something big like this, knowing his history. More importantly, these sources emphasized that Selena was totally over Justin. She had made one last effort to make their relationship work, but when it didn't, she chose to focus on herself. These days, she's on a different path, focusing on her own happiness, cherishing time with her girlfriends, going to church, and simply living her best life. The same sources revealed Selena and Justin hadn't spoken for months by the time the engagement was announced. Hailey herself addressed rumors of overlap between her and Selena's relationships with Justin. She said, "I know for a fact it was the right thing for Justin and Selena to close that door before we got back together. As a woman, I couldn't be engaged or married wondering if that door was still open. And Selena's friends think Selena is an absolute catch and deserves someone who truly appreciates her, something they felt Justin didn't always do." Yet, Selena holds no ill feelings towards Hailey. In fact, she wants nothing but happiness for them both. By September 2018, to everyone's surprise, Justin and Hailey quietly tied the knot at the New York City courthouse. It wasn't flashy or dramatic, just a private legal ceremony, far from the world's prying eyes. Justin opened up later in a joint interview that one reason for rushing the legal marriage was their decision to wait until marriage to be intimate. At the time, Justin was over a year into a self-imposed celibacy, trying to shake old habits and be better. But 4 months into dating, he felt ready to fully commit. He said, "When I saw her last June, I just forgot how much I loved her and how much I missed her. I was like, holy cow, this is what I've been looking for." Hailey shared in a podcast that marriage was always part of their plan if they got back together, though she never imagined it would happen so soon. "I didn't think I'd be getting married at 21. I thought it would be later in life. Then God said, nope, here you are at 21. But while all this was happening, Selena was facing her own battle. Early October 2018 saw her hospitalized with low white blood cell counts and then admitted to a treatment center after a panic attack. Later, she revealed struggling with psychosis during this time. An episode so severe, her friends said she was almost unrecognizable. Thankfully, she recovered and began treatment for bipolar disorder. Justin was reportedly distraught, photographed crying with friends after church, and later seen with Hailey, caught between support and his own feelings. A source said in Justin's headspace, he truly wanted the best for Selena. Having witnessed the toll her health took, especially during their rekindled romance. By late October 2018, though married to Hailey, Justin reportedly still had lingering feelings for Selena. A source said, "There will always be a soft spot for Selena. You don't just stop caring, especially when someone is going through tough times." But he's fully infatuated with Hailey and has made her his priority. Fast forward to March 2019, Justin publicly addressed the bullying Hailey was receiving, firmly telling fans to accept their marriage and stop pushing for a Selena reunion. He wrote, "I absolutely loved and love Selena. She will always hold a place in my heart. But I'm head over heels in love with my wife, and she's absolutely the best thing that has ever happened to me. Period." This is a reply to all immature, sick people who send Hailey hurtful messages like, "He always goes back to Selena," or "Selena is better for him. You have no idea of my life and what's good for me. Hailey is my bride. Period. If you don't like that or support that, That means you don't support me. And if you don't support me, you are not a fan or a good person. Meanwhile, in October 2019, Selena did what she does best. She put her heartbreak into a song and dropped Lose You to Love Me, her raw emotional send-off to Justin. It was her goodbye and good luck to the Jelena era, wrapped in one elegant, piano-backed breakup ballad. It went instantly viral. But then fans noticed Hailey posted that she was listening to Summer Walker's I'll Kill You. Suddenly, social media went bonkers. People started spinning drama out of thin air, saying Hailey was sending shade Selena's way. But Selena was quick to clear things up. She hopped online to say it wasn't about that, and she wished everyone would chill. For her, there was no beef. But if there's one thing the internet loves, it's stirring the pot between these two. By December 2020, Team Selena versus Team Hailey drama had seriously worn everyone down, including the people actually involved. Justin cracked, posting an Instagram story after seeing a Selena fan openly harass Hailey. He wrote, "This sad excuse of a human just encouraged people on video to literally go after my wife. As many people as there are that want to publicly degrade, shame, and humiliate us, we would like to ask those who have it in them to lift us up in prayer. We need prayer and support as we continue to put ourselves out there." Fast forward to April 2022, Hailey takes to TikTok, clearly fed up. She looks straight into the camera, tired but firm, and says, "Leave me alone at this point. I'm minding my business. I don't do anything. I don't say anything. Leave me alone, please." Honestly, at this point, who could blame her? And then September 2022 came with a twist. Hailey appeared on Call Her Daddy and set the record straight. She said, "There's no drama personally. We've actually talked one-on-one after the marriage. All respect, all love." Selena immediately told her own fans to knock off the hate. Words matter, and being kind actually matters. October 2022, the unthinkable happened. Selena and Hailey were photographed together, hugging, at the Academy Museum Gala. The photo broke the internet. A source said, "They've both moved on and are happy in their own lives. They wanted to show there's no bad blood." One would think that's the happily ever after, right? Not quite. In January 2023, Hailey posted a TikTok alongside Kendall Jenner and Justin Sky, lip-syncing to a viral sound that went, "I'm not saying she deserved it, but God's timing is always right." The video didn't mention anyone by name, but it dropped just days after Selena was body-shamed for some bikini photos. Fans quickly connected the dots, accusing Hailey of throwing major shade at Selena, the timing feeling a little too on the nose. Hailey deleted the TikTok shortly afterwards, but the damage was already done. Screen recordings and drama channels kept the controversy alive. In response to the backlash, Hailey wrote, "I never comment on this type of thing, but we were just having a girls' night and did a random TikTok sound for fun. It's not directed at anyone." By February 2023, a fan video went viral accusing Hailey directly of targeting Selena with the sound. Selena herself responded, saying, "It's okay, I don't let these things get me down. Be nice to everyone." But the TikTok drama wasn't over. By March 2023, the controversy flared up again. Selena had to publicly step in once more, this time revealing that Hailey had reached out after receiving death threats. Selena posted a heartfelt message. "No one should have to experience hate. I've always advocated for kindness and really want this all to stop." Hailey quickly thanked Selena, adding that both of them have been in touch for weeks, finally, hopefully, putting the feud of the decade to bed. But don't get too comfortable. This feud isn't done yet. It's evolved from romantic drama into beauty brand battles. Selena's rare beauty versus Hailey's rolled skin. It's no longer about who's got Justin's heart, but who's got the better moisturizer. Come 2025, the beauty brand rivalry really heated up. Selena's rare beauty has been a huge success, celebrated for its message of embracing flaws and being authentic. Hailey's rolled skin launched later, focusing on clean ingredients and a low-key luxury vibe. Naturally, fans and media started sizing up these two brands like a boxing match for crown of the skincare queen. Just last month, Hailey dropped a little shade of her own, saying she didn't ask for this kind of competition. Selena responded with a sweet but subtle message about kindness, only to delete it almost as fast as a regretted text at 2 a.m. That's a wrap on one of the longest running and perhaps most entertaining celebrity sagas of our time. From love triangles and public spats to beauty brand battles, this story has it all. But don't expect it to end anytime soon. Some say Justin secretly loves the chaos of this complicated love triangle. Others think he's just stirring the pot for fun. Truth is, with two megastars in the ring, a little drama is hard to resist. At its heart, this feud is fueled by jealousy, rivalry, and that classic woman against woman narrative the media, and sometimes fans can't get enough of. Whether you are Team Selena, Team Hailey, or just here for the popcorn, their saga reminds us that sometimes the loudest drama comes from the quietest emojis. Yet, behind all the headlines and Instagram shade, these are real people, juggling love, fame, and personal growth, sometimes clumsily, sometimes with grace. Thanks for sticking with me and sipping the tea today. Don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and ring the bell for more deep dives into your favorite celebrity stories. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think really has the upper hand? Or maybe it's time for peace now that everyone's moved on with their lives? Catch you in the next episode. And remember, stay kind, stay curious, and keep the tea coming. Bye. Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber. Some Hollywood stories. Bye. Bye.